The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
Yeah, given the business that you've done in the transfer window and the teams around you as well, do you feel that your chances of a top four finish have been enhanced or have they been lessened?
Neither nor, I would say. We did what we thought is right, so not everything was in our hands, so a little bit it was like... would we have preferred to keep Phil Coutinho? Yes. Of course, I think everybody knows that. So, but I think it was really sensible to do it, and so with the young lads we gave now on loan to different clubs is just especially the young boys is especially because that we really think they are ready for the next challenge. It's we have still the plan to strengthen the U23. That's now obviously not the case in that moment anymore. But we have we have other players. They can step up. They can make the next step in from U18 maybe to U23, from U16 to U18, stuff like that. So that was a decision of all of us, and we think they are ready. Then, you know, all the senior players we gave on loan, I think that made sense as well. Marco needed match time. Lazar is clear, didn't play football for a long time. I think Anderlecht is a fantastic solution. Same like Bolton is for Flano. Yeah, and Daniel wanted to leave as well, and we have with Roberto, Dom, and Danny Ings 3 players on that position, plus maybe Mo Salah on a specific day can play it as well. So made sense as well, and so that's why we did the business we did.
As well as an opportunity to put right the disappointment that you suffered at Wembley earlier this season. How important is this game, you feel, in terms of keeping one of your rivals to the top? Yeah,
of course, but it's not a bit. Yeah, the Tottenham game at Wembley was a used day or whatever. It was just not a good game for us, and they had a good start, a good middle of the game, and a good finish of the game. So that's why they won the game. But that has absolutely nothing to do with the next game. But the situation in the table, our targets, what we want to do, and where we want to finish the season, it's clear that's a very important game. These are these kind of 6-point games. So I'm not sure if you use that phrase in England, but it is one of these. And the only advantage what one team can have in a situation like this is to play at home. At Anfield in this case, and that's really good, and I'm looking forward to it. Of course, I saw the game against Manchester United. You could see Tottenham. They know that it was a kind of a lucky start. I think there were a lot of long balls in the history of football after the second touch, but it doesn't lead too often to a goal. But they were awake the whole game, sharp over 95 minutes. So that looked really good. And you don't keep Man United so often away from your own goal than Tottenham did in that game. And a few players are coming back. Maybe Alderweireld is back, and Lucas Moura, new signing, maybe will be involved. Don't know. So they have. I think they're in a good moment, but our moment is not too bad as well. So it will be interesting.
And you talk about sharpness. Jordan Henderson, the skipper, back to full fitness. A lot of praise for his performance, both from yourself and from the fans as well. I just wonder, what does he bring to the side that perhaps isn't necessarily always appreciated or recognised from outside of the dressing room?
I told already that it's. I don't get this. I don't know why. I don't even know if people are not happy or whatever with John. He's a fantastic player, and he didn't prove that to me at Huddersfield, so it was clear before. So it's good when he's not available, that's always a blow for us, so like it is with other players. And so it's just good to have him back. And hopefully he stays fit now until the rest of the season. It's important for Liverpool, it's important for England. So really fantastic player and even more fantastic lad. So really important.
When you signed Virgil back at the turn of the year, we spoke about how it's generally easier to assimilate players in the summer than it is in the winter. 1 month on now, how happy are you with his progress and how do you feel he is settling?
Very happy. So just exactly like it was clear that it will be, with a few ups and downs. So we will see. We all will see Virgil van Dijk at its best after the summer, but we don't have the time to wait until then. Why should we? And he can bring a lot of things in already, and that's good. We had, for sure, you can imagine, a lot of talks already, but it's not. It's quite difficult. The defending style of our I know how it sounds, but our defending is different to Southampton, for example, and to Holland, if you want. So that's why it makes so much sense that you get used to it. And yeah, for example, Everton was outstandingly good. Then City couldn't play. Swansea was good defensively. We were really good against Swansea, and he was involved in the three biggest chances probably we had. His own header and then 2 passes, one for Mo and one for Roberto, I think. So good as well. West Brom was a bad game of the whole team. So and then we thought it makes sense to rotate. So that's all. So the moment is like expected. To be honest, it's completely normal, and yeah, there's a lot to do, a lot to work on, but the start is absolutely good.
And how happy are you with Sadio Mane's form at the moment?
I don't think too much about it, to be honest. It's because Sadio, even if Sadio is not at its best, he's still a threat for the other team. So he had probably the 2 biggest chances in Huddersfield. Yeah, he didn't score, no problem. And when you win 3-0, that's absolutely no problem. But you need to keep on carry on. You need to keep on going. That's how it is. And for him, it's exactly the same. And I realize good moments of the players, but it's or fantastic moments of players or average moment of players, but it's not that you always can change it immediately. You have to go through. That's it, and you have to build on the good things and to work on the not so good things. And so, how I said, Sadio on an average day is still a fantastic player, and that's the good news. Yeah? And you had in this season so far interruptions or through injury, through red card. That's all not perfect, and so. For sure as well, the new situation, Mo Salah is in, they're best friends, so they're not jealous, but it's like everybody's watching now there, what is he doing, and adapting to all these situations. That's how a team grow together, and exactly that's what happened in a moment. So we have the points we have so far with Sadio in the shape he was in the season so far, and that he can play better, we all know. So let's work on it.
Jurgen, is it too much to expect or think that the performance that you put in against City can be mirrored against Tottenham?
No, it would be cool if you could do that. It makes absolute sense. So it's the most similar game. So for sure not exactly the same, because Tottenham is a different style of play, but it's similar. Yeah, if it's too much, I expect it, to be honest. So that's what we have to do. So we play against one of the best teams in England, means one of the best teams in the world, means you have to put in your best performance. That's how it is, and that's a very, very interesting challenge. Again, I said it a few times. I like really games like this when you know what the opponent is doing, but they do it on that high level that it's quite difficult to deal with it. But it's not. There will not be plenty of surprises in that game from both teams. It's do what you're good in, do what's your plan, and do it constantly and again and again and again. And for the other team, that means be ready to defend all these situations. Tottenham has to think a lot about our strength, and we have to think a lot about their strength, and at the end it can be a game like it was against City. But after the City game we said it's really rare that if a game everybody expects so much about that it's at the end such a fantastic football game. But from my point of view, don't hesitate, do it again.
I'll take it then, okay. I'll take it that you're going to rotate again then. You said you'd rotate again, so it's still the change that you made, so...
I'd have no clue in the moment if we rotate a lot or not. It's I said that's what I want to see on the pitch. I know who it will be to start doing it. I don't know exactly, because we have to in this part of the season we have to wait all the time for a medical department. It's always like this. So and that's why I think we have a few nice options to where we could make changes or not. We will see. The last game was good. If you go back to the Man City game, was a different lineup. Well, we will see what we'll do. There's no reason to tell it now. Not the boys, not Tottenham, nobody who wants to know who will start has to watch the game.
Jurgen, obviously the Champions League squad for the second half of the season is being confirmed today. Nathaniel Klein and Danny Ings are both in there. The two players you think can make an impact in the second part of the competition?
Of course, that's why they're in. But to be 100% sure with Klein, I'm not 100% sure, because Klein is still not in team training. He's as close as, I don't know, ever since. So because since the summer, he's on a really good way, close to be back in team training. But how you can imagine, if when you are that long out, then it will probably take quite a while to be ready to play. And I think we need to at least go one round further that Kleiny can be involved. There's no chance for him in the next round against Porto. So I hope he will make an impact. Yeah. And Ingsy, of course. So it's just nice. It was how it is with these European squads. It's an unbelievably difficult decision. So you have injured players, you have players that are already fit or not fit. In the end, you cannot have exactly the number. You can nominate or put on a list, and at the end, it's always hard decisions. They were really hard in the summer. I didn't know exactly if Kleiny will be fit earlier, so could have been is fit in November, but not in the Champions League squad. What would have been harsh for him for sure, and so it was for Danny. But happy that they are now in the squad, and shows that we could react obviously on a few things, and good.
Just for the weekend, how are you looking in terms of injuries? Would it be too soon for Adam Lallana?
Oh, Adam trains today completely normal. Now, yeah. In an idle world, then he should not be involved for the weekend, because it's not. That's how we all know. There's really different stages. So it's being fit, able to train, and then being match fit. It's a difference. And it was not out too long. Prepared all, if you want, had the longest preseason of all of us with the injury he had, and so it will not be long. If nobody will be injured or whatever, then Adam, it's better for Adam that he can train the next 10 days roundabout from now on until the Southampton game, and then he should be ready then for sure.
You said earlier about Virgil needing to learn to defend, how Liverpool defend on Southampton. I'm just wondering how then he benefits from being left out of the side when maybe... It
was a purely physical thing. It was when Virgil came here, he was not fit. That's the truth. Not match fit, because he had a long injury. Then he played. Then he was injured. Then it didn't. Then the transfer was kind of an open case, and didn't play for Southampton. So it was not a consistent season so far. And I don't know him long enough to say yes, you can play all 3 days in this moment. And that's why. And we had the opportunity. Dejan was ill before. was back in training for a few days, so we have two completely fit players. I know how they react in different situations, physical-wise, and that's why they played, and Virgil didn't play. I spoke to him about it, and actually, he expected it. He's still a new player. That's how it is, and nothing else. Yeah, it would be better he could play all the time, but it's not. You cannot train in a Premier League match. So we need to use the time between the matches, and in the matches we have to deliver. So it's Huddersfield. Even when it looked afterwards like we won it quite comfortable. Was not clear before the game that it will be this kind of game for the defense. So this will be the game against Huddersfield. The biggest difference in the game Huddersfield and Swansea was counter pressing. I think you could ask back at Huddersfield, they used the game for sure, the Swansea game for analyze, similar game, and the biggest difference was then our counter pressing. So and that's then easier for the last line to defend. It hopefully will be in the next game similar or even better.
Just on Virgil's fitness then, Jamie Carragher last night, you needed to get fit and lose a bit of weight. What would be your response to that?
Oh. Nothing. It's wow. I'm sure Jamie needs to lose a little bit of weight, but I'm not sure about. I know that it's for Virgil. It's not the case. He is. I'm not sure about the English word for it. He's a big and a tall lad. That's how it is. We have the best nutritioning department, and if there's I don't know. Nobody came to me and said to me that we need to work with him. But being fit means all of that. Being fit, first of all, you have at the end more muscle than anything else, and that's of course part of being fit. But it's not an issue, not at all.
Anything from you? No, anything? Okay, guys, we're going to do the breakouts in room 1. Thank you very much. Thank you. All the best.